It automatically says, I think iMovie, like, it automatically saves.
iMovies are easy.
Or Final Cut, they usually save them. It's on the laptop, right?
I don't know how to use it.
I wasn't here. I only saw that 1 minute you guys
I was
did.
out
Yeah.
there.
That's fine, a minute is better than no one.
That's what even happened. But you know when you guys were trying out, we were always like, hit 10, hit 10. That's what I guess. It's like when Shelly go up to people, it's like, the first day of tryouts, she swung hard and hit Patrick in the face. And then he took off his glasses. This was very
They're like meant for in Pasadena called Sanders camera.
If you can't get a perfect pass, just just make sure it gets up as high as you can. Make sure it's up.
What is it?
On Tuesday.
Yeah.
I remember how to take a screenshot.
And that would be a legit. Reading up to something like that.
Yeah, that's something that given to.
Big Lorenzo!
Oh no, I did. I'm still going to
That's my favorite.
He does that.
Are the only
You should be like that.
or the IV?
Yes.
What is it?
But it's Was it crashing?
We're getting ready to finish up.
I think they an automatic.
Here, and then I went out there and so and then I gave them to him, and then after that, I'm gonna put it on the tire. So I just have to Did you watch
Yeah, I was gonna go, I was at the office and then my mom was like, oh, we're gonna.
They can't record it, no?
We're gonna start marketing.
You can't let them know at that time, right?
I just, I don't think I could find them. There was a lot of.
The line was
Like,
Saturday.
a couple.
You guys were not studying outside home.
Yeah. I never ended up like.
The day I'm not there, you get
It's
ticket.
just like, like in the March.
You can write it out and say.
Back when I was in high school. After college.
Just write it. If you don't have to see it,
That kind of They're always at the same. And I marched all the way to, I met with, I went to college.
Credit recovery. Somehow I got 10.
Yeah, they can just let us know, like if you can make a list,
I felt
and they're gonna bring other people. How many? But it's cool, they can bring up to put it back.
What's the link one? How do you find the link?
Was it?
Yeah, so it's cool.
Get out.
All the way to like grandfather.
Other instances.
I thought that was.
Good job.
really want to talk about it. Someone couldn't really like see in the crowd. But it was I thought it was. I know because so
You just need the number.
That's fine. That's fine.
This is the sneak peek. I'm excited.
There are 11 undocumented immigrants living in the U.S. today. For years, they've been coming, settling, and living normal lives. Immigration, always a political debate. Of course, surfaced again in 2016 presidential election. And as we saw, this guy got elected.
When Mexico sends its people, they're not sending their best. They're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists, and some, I assume, are good people.
So what does that mean for the communities right now? I wanted to figure out what real people in real places felt about the political climate that has overtaken our country, and more specifically, their thoughts on what the Trump administration plans to do.
So y'all can get a taste of like how like a documentary would look, or all right. Let's do it.
No, I think you said
Yeah.
transition to the next.
All right, cool. Nobody has like y'all don't have anything on the laptop at all. Not even a scene where you edited.
What about your clips? Like people can play some other clips.
Yeah. The clips are sounded.
Y'all have your clips at all?
Yeah. Like, me and
I'm
Alex.
just trying to figure out how to like send that to like.
Oh wait, no, we don't.
I think
Everything. Which one?
the one they recorded at Avenue 50. You can use that. Just show it.
On which one? That one?
So,
Yeah.
are we gonna give them feedback, or are they gonna talk about?
We're talking about giving them feedback directly to the teams, unless we want to have like open it up to.
Yeah, I would say like, if it's cool,
It's on.
I don't know if you wanna just like, I would recommend that maybe like what do people like think, like what do you think about their, it looks like they all have like a pretty solid introduction to your film, right? So, do you wanna maybe tell us like, what's next, like how are you gonna, like just describe like, where's this film going, like how's it gonna develop? Like what's your idea between now and the end of the week, how are you gonna put it together? No right or wrong answers, people, just let us know, because now is the time to let us know, so then we can give you more ideas, like that's cool, maybe do this, it's cool, like just, now's the time.
Alex and I were discussing about what to input next, but he commented that like we should let Jocelyn kind of like decide which specific clips she wants, so that way we don't get mixed up like or clutched up. But we're not too sure what's gonna go next.
Can you let us know like what, so they could know like what you've done, like
Well, we have
you
videos
could
of-
jump in.
That I like.
Chelsea, you can jump in. So what do you guys have so far?
Well, I have videos of the marches, videos of the Lincoln event that took place, and we took interviews of people. So that's pretty much what I have.
You have almost like 10 interviews, right? 10 interviews that they have.
I don't know if you want to play them.
Yeah. Do you have access to one interview?
Is one of the interviews in there?
That we get to see, yeah, you can show that. Because can I say something? Because it sounds like from what I'm seeing in the introduction is like it's like now I'm like waiting to see these interviews, right? So that's kind of where your introduction is. So like, in general, what's like, from your research that you did, because that's what you're doing here, what are some of the conclusions that you all reached? Like, what's the big story? Like, what are people saying? That's for anyone to do.
Chelsea, you were in a lot of like the interviews, right? You were. What are you hearing people say, like from interviews?
They just give an opinion on what they think of Trump and what they think of people being deported, his like pretty much all he's doing, like opinion. Like,
How do they feel? Most people.
they don't feel afraid. They feel like there could be like not a fight, but just like
Resistance against it. Oh, it's the name of the film. Ah, shit. I didn't think of it. What? What? Is that in the subject?
Can I see it? No. Should be paying attention to it. Can I see it?
He's just fixing it up. But you know how to plug it back in, right? So you can see it?
Oh, yeah.
Also, super quick, I was telling people, I think earlier this week, that if you wanted some editing software to bring your laptop, if anybody brought that, you give it to me now and then I can install it.
Just turn this like thing on the bottom. No, I muted it.
Because you were searching to make it full screen.
Okay, Vicente Fernando.
I was about 3 years old.
And then don't block the screen, I just said something.
I would say it was very difficult. The transition from Mexico life to here. When we pretty much moved here, there was nothing for us. We were coming in and out of homes, like we didn't really have a stationary place. But then my dad landed a good job, so we kind of started working our way up. I would say the fact that most people wouldn't want to handle or hire any immigrants at the time. Like it was a really iffy subject. And I guess like the fact that I didn't know the language and I was so young, like that was pretty much one of the challenges. I would say that our current president isn't the brightest person to be in office. His policies are idiotic. Some of his policies include deporting more than 3 million people. So I would say that most of the time, like, he doesn't know what he's talking about.
When you stand people in Mexico, since people are not sending their best, they're rapists, they're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, what do you have to say in response to that?
In response, I have to say that we don't bring that. We, as a working force, bring just that, a working force. Pretty much this country runs on immigrants. This country was founded by immigrants, so when he says that we only bring our rapists and our drugs and all that, I don't see it as fair because we are hardworking people.
And how was life been in the US for you?
I've adapted pretty good, just that since I am a senior and I will be going off to college soon, it is difficult with the situation of the DREAM Act, since I know that I'm not gonna get as much money as someone who was born here.
And if you could say anything to people, what would you say?
I would say that you don't belong in the White House. None of your policies belong in the White House, and you're pretty much the wrong person for the job. I am a dreamer, and I am from Mexico.
That's pretty dope. I like the idea. Have you guys thought about like how you're like? So that's one interview, right? And I'm pretty sure you asked the same questions. Have you all thought about like how you want to like mix all those up? Like no?
We're gonna ask Jocelyn.
There she is.
She's right there. Yay, Jocelyn. So we saw an interview and then we saw the intro to your film. I was just asking, have you thought from what you saw from the interviews, because you were there at most of the interviews, what do you foresee like the video looking like in its final state? Like based on what you see, did you see patterns? Did you see people?
Well, I did see some patterns, especially with like the Donald Trump comments. So that's basically different. But everybody's story is different. People have different stories. The DACA students, there's a lot of similar patterns of like their stories in the process of like applying to college, because we did ask them those questions. But definitely like a huge pattern with their thoughts on Donald Trump. But the final, I don't know, because I don't think we got the interviews in, all of our interviews, so I'm not sure how the final is going to look like. But I do have an idea.
Okay. Any other questions, comments from the adult students? Yeah.
Yeah, I think you, like someone said, they have a really solid intro. I really like the clips you use in the beginning. I like the narration. I know you're figuring out where it's going, so I think just keep up the narration is cool. That I feel like that's going to be the key to driving the message of the documentary. But I think it's really good so far.
Just to piggyback on that, I think the narration, like as you see it go along, you might be recording more narration because I think it'll carry the film. I think it's like really good. You did a good job, man. Your voice, you have like a really good voice, you know. I know it's kind of nerve breaking because you're like, oh my god, that's my voice being. But I like that. It's almost like a journey. You guys were like showing us a journey in the beginning, so carry that journey. I think it'll be good. You just need a lot of help.
One of my questions was when you were at Chelsea, when you were asking the questions, are you gonna show the questions at some point throughout your documentary, or just to know like what's being asked from the interviews?
I didn't exactly know what the questions were.
The questions, I don't want them to show. Like, I just want to do like, if you've seen a documentary where it like jumps from topic to topic, and you know you just get pieces from the interviews and then just like go from there. And yeah.
Alright.
I mean, there's gonna be subtitles for especially one interview that we have, but that's about it.
Another thing too that I want to bring up, you might want to also consider shooting more B-roll footage, because you don't just want to show like people talking. So maybe shots of like, you know, the city, anything like that, or stuff that they're talking about, the school, students, any other shots like that, to fill it in and not just have people like talking.
Yeah, we do have a lot of people. Yeah.
And just as an example, right? The interview you all showed us, he was talking about how we're hardworking people, not criminals. And the visual that comes in my head is like showing the workers, you know, showing the type of work that immigrants do, you know, maybe people in the fields, people in jobs that like are really hardworking jobs and not criminal jobs, right? So you know what I'm saying, like weaving in and out. But yeah, it's really good. Any other comments, questions?
What about you, man? Did you like it or what?
Yeah, we just said it. Like I think it's a good. I think all of us agree that it's a good start. Now it's like the real.
Really
like
part of like getting it together.
That's right.
All right, cool. Let's give him a round of applause one more time. Gonzalo, do you have something for us?
We have the films, I was trying to send them to her, but they're not sending to me.
If you guys have an iPhone, you can zoom into iTunes version.
Can you, yeah, send it to my email? You know what, and it's like really big footage or? So it'll, can you show us like one of the scenes? Even if it's just one of the scenes? Well.
Did you, because since you said we should kind of focus on Mr. What was your
RXD? That's a zero. RXD zero? The number zero.
I saw you already got the waivers, huh? I was like, this is like recording.
Also, I'm gonna say it one more time. I know some people just came in. If you want some editing software and you brought your laptop in, please give it to me now.
Yeah, I'll have everything. Yeah, awesome.
Well, that's all the short scene. She likes
Good job.
Good. I like that.
Yeah, I just saw him this morning. That's 40 minutes long. But if you really want to use that,
What was that?
You need earphones?
Yeah.
Huh?
They're,
Yeah,
they're,
I want to see the.
yeah,
yeah.
So did you like it or what?
yeah, it was really good.
coming out
I
badass
can't-
or what?
Yeah, I can't wait to see the end product.
Yeah, man. Gonna send it to Universal Studios.
Hey, why they're gonna take your idea and want to do it?
5 out of 5 stars.
You should. I don't know what would be possible, like to submit it to like Meetup, like those links that just do, or like A+, AJ+.
Yeah.
That would be, because it would be really good. I don't know if like maybe you should talk to like Jesse after, once your, you know, product is finished, but like short documentary where that's what they do, no? Like AJ Pro, that's
Yeah.
we do those like short about our community. That's good. What AP test did you have right now?
DP test was math. Yeah. Pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at least you're done with it.
I know.
No.
We're gonna post it on YouTube.
Sell it on YouTube.
Try to get some viewers. I think it's if you get 500,000 viewers, you get paid.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's how people make money. That's why they make accounts and stuff. Try to get a lot of subscribers. Damn freaking spinners.
I know. Everyone has those spinners.
Black and gold?
What? No way.
You see that shit?
I didn't get you guys. I found the
Exactly. Oh, bro, it's still split.
Hey, yo, where did this sell Oreos nowadays? Oh my gosh, it's basically
So, that would be for people that you guys have. You remember, was it all the same account?
It's like sales, like something that was sales.
Yeah, but I took that one out and put it in our just because they had to take it
Mister, why do you have people's hair on your board, man?
Somebody did that. I didn't.
Freedom, bro, freedom.
Somebody like.
Whose poor girl's hair did they have to cut off?
They cut their own hair.
What?
Yeah.
Ninth graders, of course. Of course, ninth graders. Somebody just said this stupid. It's either ninth graders or me.
What did you want from this memory card?
Oh, yo, they got my whole entire.
The other one was good.
Alright, are we ready?
Is this what's inside here?
Alright, let's make sure we're paying attention so that afterwards we can give them some feedback.
Is it how you put it into like the bigger screen?
Full screen it?
Huh?
Oh wait, never mind, I can't affirm it.
You sure?
You too now?
You can't play?
Oh, you're right. It's yeah, that's how it shows.
Alright, so this isn't our main video, but this is like something that we think is like really strong that's part of our video and we would like, I guess, like to share it with you guys.
Actually, I wanted to show you something. Everything in general has just been going on. I want to show you something I painted, sketched that a long time ago. I never really put it on anywhere. This is the only place they let me. It shows it's something different. I didn't do it just because of my brother who passed away. I did it because I see that there's a lot of people that, besides the fact that he was doing bad things. I don't know whether he went to hell or whether he went to heaven. I don't know what happened. I told my brothers in heaven, but all the bad things that I do. I don't know where we're going.
That's where we still have to cut, but that's like the main thing that we will.
Wait, show them where I was.
Why not?
Yeah, show it.
We want to see you.
Out of nowhere. We had to start singing. Was that me?
Wait, like the end of it?
Yes.
The end of you?
Whatever you have. Yeah, it shows whatever you have. Yeah.
That's why John looked over there.
Oh, it's because we have to import the videos, that's why, so. You guys would have to wait again.
Hey, did you guys see my tag?
Can they show it through plugging in through their phone?
I'm literally like from here down, Trump likes me, from here up, Trump likes me. You look good picture with the arts though, that's awesome.
Can you just plug in your phone and show that, or?
Not to the projector.
Oh,
You have
no?
to download it.
For our footage or see?
Do you have any other clips?
After I had to be outside. We're dead.
Jesse, I was gonna ask, like, you know how like there's like, is there a way to minimize like the window?
I was gonna bring that
When
up.
you're doing the audio, oh shit, my bad.
I was just thinking it's like it's weird. You can see a person like dead and you can see the other.
Look at
For the film, not for. Should have been expensive.
They came for Christmas. You don't know how bad we're doing. We're taking cakes left and right, like again. Especially the Philippines.
Oh, damn.
We have like a bunch of like you should have